Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 part 121. In the previous video, we finished our business at Orkia's Tower and now we're getting ready to head to the Sanctuary, the Stella Shrine, is that what it's called, Altina? But first things first, we do have several things to do. I'd actually forgotten in the last video, we still have to go to St. Ursula and check out Ursula Road before we head over to the shrine. Now we also need to battle Altina, we need to give away gifts, and there was something else. Imperial Chronicle. You wish to duel me? Understood. Oh man, she's so it's authority. Altina's got the full dual disc and everything, man. She's like a real try hard. I mean, she's the first character we've played in 1,000 years that has like a good starting card. Or good master. Unfortunately, you're still like just completely and totally eviscerated because this card is like just straight up fucking broken. Like, what do you do to that? How do you prevent yourself from just getting reduced to ashes? So I mean, like, yeah, okay, you did that, but like you're already almost dead again. Like, what do you, like, you're dead next turn. There is no universe in which you're not dead. I mean, there is a universe in which you heal yourself, but, like, that one doesn't exist. Kia hasn't given us permission to live in that universe. God damn it, Kia. You're still fucking, like, toast. You're like still barely alive, but you have to kill us. You have to kill us this turn to not die. And you didn't accomplish that. Now you did last longer than I expected.
I lost.
What the hell? Altina, I just sold all those. I don't need more. I'm freaking loaded, man.
Game start.
I don't want to go first. The thing is that I don't want to go first. That's a little too heavy of a start. We're gonna pretend we're that frickin' AI and just not play anything on our first turn. I wish we could play this, but like, it's kind of a waste. But I would rather spend our mana on playing cards than using it anyway. And we got basically like the worst possible starting hand, and you've still been eviscerated. Like, we actually did better with a worse hand there.
I lost.
I'm exhausted from all the singing. I'm just glad the performance was a success. Okay, so we did that, and we talked to everyone, right? This is a new day, which is why I'm so freaking lost. Did we talk to Ash? I don't seem to remember talking to Ash. Oh yeah, you were talking to Sydney. Yeah, alright. Did we talk to the toaster? I know you're just right there. Yeah. Okay. I refreshed my memory. Gotta remember. Other things are gifts. Go ahead and turn these in, maybe get some accessories. Gross. Sometime later, Reem was contacted via his Argus 2. From Claire, subject, the harmonica. I fucking burned that shit because I'm evil. The Reveal Company harmonica you sent arrived in perfect condition. Its engraving is still crystal clear, Emil. I'm certain that it's one that belonged to my younger brother. What if it was just some other dude named Emil? Michael Isara and I gave it to him for his birthday. He loved it, but it seems he didn't play it much. We searched through his belongings after he passed away, but it was nowhere to be found. Thank you so much for sending it to me. I'm sorry I couldn't have come to thank you in person. Please understand. They went through the trouble of sending me a video message. I wish I could have spoken to her face to face. Oh well, I don't. I'm sure we'll get the chance to talk eventually. Okay, what if we didn't? Yo, you're not gonna give me an accessory? God damn it, Claire. I knew you're fucking garbage. A wishing star bell. Odd name, at least the design is nice. Anyway, why are you giving this to me? I don't know. It was for sale and I bought it. Why not? You can wear it on your collar. Just a little gift, nothing more, nothing less. Okay, well, I suppose there's no harm in accepting it. Also, you're not wearing your pink collar you're supposed to be wearing. I'd be glad if you did. An accessory? You're all freaking cheapskates. These earrings are just lovely, or sophisticated even. Well, it's just perfect for you, isn't it? I'm sure they'll look great on you. I hope you like them. Any kind of gift would fill my heart with joy, Reen. These earrings are especially beautiful. I can't wait to try them on and consider them my new favorite pair. I feel like I'm never gonna see you wear them. Who doesn't love to be gifted jewelry? If you're happy, so am I. You're all bastards. Give me accessory. A rosary? Wow, it's just like your side. Well, I guess Elise is like a real character, sadly. But like, man, thank you for such a one-of-a-kind gift. You must have really gone out of your way for this. Oh no, not at all. Even if I did, I got to see that beautiful smile of yours, so it was worth it. Such a sap. I guess I'll take my 2 arts. Wow, fucking whoopee. Alrighty. Oh, yeah, Imperial Chronicle. God, I'm so scatterbrained. What are we reading? And this is kind of old, but better late than never, as I always say. Prince Cedric addresses his subjects. Now we can skip that. Prince Cedric made a speech addressed to all citizens of the Empire to discuss the impending war. The key part of his formal address are outlined below. You guys didn't even report the full speech. Man, even the Imperial Chronicle doesn't respect Cedric. Dear fellow Erebonians, allow me to thank you for your continued cooperation. Thanks to you, we are well prepared for the commencement of military operations on September 1st. As proof, we have received word that the entire force we planned to have stationed at Tangram Fortress, which will be on the front lines, has already arrived at their posts. I wish I could go into battle myself, but I'm a lowly worm. I must, you know, roll in the dirt and stuff to avenge my gravely injured father and my murdered brother, but my position at the Imperial Court prevents me from doing so. I entrust the task of punishing the ignoble nation of Calvert to our brave soldiers. I must ask that you all allow me to watch over you from afar as you achieve victory for this most righteous of causes. And if you never see me again, it's totally not because Cedric slurped up my soul like a milkshake or nothing. I mean, not Cedric, Rufus. The armored divisions move out. All the armored divisions have now begun readying to advance on Calvert via 6 different routes, with all preparations to be finished the day before the war starts. On Ava Fortress, forces are currently heading from the Blair Sea to the Tithith Bay. From there, they will launch their attack on Calvert. I don't know, should you guys be telling? I mean, I know Calvert probably already knows this, but probably shouldn't be saying exactly what you're going to be doing in the newspaper. We have our allies to thank. Devising a military operation with so many moving parts has only been possible through cooperation with our allies. Chancellor Osborne has expressed his deep gratitude for all those who contributed to Operation Jormungand. I could never thank our allies enough. May the bonds that connect all our nations in Western Zemuria last until the world meets its end. Bro, why you gotta say it like that? We asked for further elaboration, and he just laughed maniacally. The Imperial Chronicle does not yet know how to interpret this message. Mysterious light near Parm? A mysterious beam of light was sighted near Parm, the spinning town. The pillar of light vanished as unexpectedly as it appeared. As no such occurrence was documented in the military's plans, whether or not it was related to the war is completely unknown. I do also like how they throw in the nickname of the town. Like, that's just not like a thing. You don't read an article about Philadelphia and it's like, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, a pillar of light was I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. This feels a little weird. However, as a Gargantua-class battleship was in the air at the time, the phenomenon is believed to have been harmless. Ladies Who Labor, Episode 4. The fourth amazing lady whose inspiring story will highlight is Beatrix, who works as an instructor at the Thor's Military Academy. She has a calm and warm personality. In addition to being a medical instructor, she's also the school nurse who students often come to visit when their coursework proves too stressful. One would be hard-pressed to guess that she used to be a field medic with the rank of colonel, the highest such designation for a rear guard in the Imperial Army. Her skill even earned her the nickname, the Reviver. I'm too old now to be scampering around battlefields, but I can at least make myself useful tending to the injured at training camp, she said. Beatrix, who continues to help wounded soldiers while raising the next generation of soldiers, stands as an inspiration to field medics and fighters alike. War reporting. We've been working in partnership with the Crossbell News Service to bring you the latest updates from each region. We will continue to do so as the war unfolds. However, because our reporters will be at the front lines, we expect delays in our publication schedule. Yeah, fucking Cedric's definitely dead. 100%. My man's toast. I guess we'll check the... Well, Stella Shrine. That's where we're going. But you say we're going to the Wetlands. Or is the Stella Shrine not where we're going? I thought we were going to the Stella Shrine. I don't freaking know, man. Were there two shrines around here? I mean, I guess there's the shrine. I mean, it wasn't really a shrine, but like where Rufus found his thing. Anything around here? Like, I mean, I assume there kind of was, but I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I guess we can do the trial chest. I just kind of like... I did forget to set everyone up. I kind of thought there'd be like a monster or something. Who is it?
We've reached a break area.
Green Muse Emma Duvali. Or Duvali. I think I've heard of that character before. Anything in here? What if we just waited to fight the monster until now? think that would have flown? Think we would have still gotten our vision? Okay, so I guess it's just so you can come here and do the trial chest. I don't care. We'll do it later. Because we'll be using some of those characters in the next section. Like, Emma and Muse will be part of the party next time, so they'll be set up for that. I didn't do quartz, did I? I meant to do that before I started recording, but I forgot. This is San Ursula Hospital. I don't see any Imperial Defense Force members. You sure this is where the Emperor is, right? I'm sure, although I haven't seen him since everything went down. You and the others did, though. Along with Van Dyke, right? Yeah, we didn't get much time to chat. Apparently they're going to start his heart operation soon. Better get a move on to the Stella Sanctuary. I was just in the Stella Sanctuary. Circumstances being what they are, though, we may want to skip things out. Like, we were just at the Stella Sanctuary. Oh, Sanctuary, that's the shrine. It's not the Sanctuary, dummy. They're obviously completely different things. How could you ever possibly think they're the same, you idiot? Yeah, because we still need to set you up. You're pretty much fine. We need to set you back up. Pro, I mean, you're just vibing, man. Guys, I don't know why you're in the party. Oh yeah, because we're fighting. I guess because there's like something with Arya Node a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of a very much of a stretch, but just a while ago, those rays came flying towards the hospital. So it was an Orcus Tower defense system test. Oh, I knew they wouldn't hurt us, but still. An nasty reminder the war is on the horizon. It really put my mind at ease if things all settle down soon. Can I put like Ash in the party real quick? I doubt we'll get to talk to the Emperor. I assume he's probably, you know, like sanctioned off. But I guess just in case, we'll ditch you for Ash for a second. In case we do get to talk to the world's worst Emperor. I mean, I guess I don't know if he's necessarily, I mean, because I mean, at least he's not like a malicious ruler, he's just kind of incompetent. I feel like I've seen you before. Ah, my mistake. For a moment I thought you might be the Ashen Chevalier, but my photos I've seen of him have, black hair. My apologies. Don't worry about it. Let's leave it at that. You know, I haven't really heard much about the Ashen Chevalier lately. Heard he made it through both the annexation and the Northern War without taking any lives. I can only wonder if he'll be so lucky this time. Well, I'm sure the reporters haven't just forgotten about him. I'm sure we'll hear something soon. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I turned up in the news if even the others have anything to say about it. I'm saying, if you like heard about like, oh, the freaking government warrior, he managed to do all these wars without killing anybody, you'd be like, that's fucking bullshit. Alright, you're covering for him. You're really serious about becoming a field medic, huh? You never seem interested in the army. What made you change your mind? I've never devoted myself completely to something before. You've been working day in and day out to be an incredible doctor, and Lighten's been trying to reach even greater heights for himself. You guys have really inspired me, so I want to turn around too. Look, I may be inexperienced, but I wanted to help people, and I can do that as a field medic. I'll try my best to be a good doctor. Even a little amount of work could save many lives. See, well, I won't keep you back from getting to your studies then. Let's come back alive. Let's be great doctors together. Also, if you're really serious about this, I got a few books to lend you on field treatment and trauma care. Only so much I can do, but I do have about 20 or so books that you might find useful as references. Whoa, 20 books! I'll be thankful for that thought, but I'm really not sure I'll be able to get through them all before I'm deployed. Coward. Oh, you can't read 20 books in like a day? Frickin' what are you? Some kind of idiot? You just read the intro and the conclusion and fill in the rest. I tried sitting outside and soaking in the sun's rays just like Dr. Michaud recommended. And what do you know, I'm getting discharged earlier than expected. Granted, that's because I can't pay and they told me to leave, but the sun seems to be a really effective drug for the mind and body. I'm getting as much sun as I can, but it's gotten a little cooler now. Perhaps you should go back to my room. Lady Annabelle, you haven't been in contact in so long. I was worried about you. Sorry, Kerrigan, but as an angler, there's a larger concern I need to take care of. Mind the mansion for me while I'm away, will you? Well, that certainly goes without saying, but please, milady, must this continue? The week you have been delayed... Wait, this week you have delayed your return to the mansion. It's grown into a month, and then beyond. For the sake of your dear brother's old heart, I implore you, come home, our dear butler. That's enough, Kerrigan. I can take care of myself. I'm hanging up. Kenneth is waiting for me. My lady, please wait. There's one more thing I must tell you. Despite your circumstances, your father is adamant in persisting with your arranged marriage. He would like you to tie the knot, so to speak, before your betrothed can be sent off to the front. You can't be serious. I am. The very situation that first caused you to run away from home has reared its head once more. It's almost nostalgic at this point. Allow me to say this, my lady. If there is one who has truly, caught your heart, get it? Because it's like a fishing metaphor. You may wish to hurry and reel them in. Reel them in? I certainly know what you can be implying. Talk about a bind. Annabelle's life sure isn't easy. You think they could, like, get her married in absentia? Like, the bride isn't here, but, like, she's officially married. Despite not being here. Yo, you got a hot tip on some fish? Oh, hey, taking a break after all that action in Crossbell City? Heard about that already, have you? By the way, who's your friend? Member of the Imperial Fishing Club. We've been exchanging info. Huh, you got quite the information network. Speaking of info, you know Lake Elm to the hospital? My gut tells me there's something big lurking in those waters. Didn't notice when I came through before, but you should definitely check it out. Will do, thanks for the tip. A while since I've seen Kenneth around. Been solo fishing for some time now. Makes an old man happy to have someone to talk fish with. Fish ecosystems aren't the only ones changing. Across the board, so many things have become unstable. Spending some time with a fellow fishing friend is a welcome relief. It's so long since we've last seen each other, but we were already talking like no time has passed. Maybe we should go on another fishing trip together. They seem very familiar with each other. Old friends, maybe? But I still won't be beat. Ha ha ha! There never used to be a VIP ward here. We had the place refurbished especially for the patient. When you consider the complete information lockdown, that's a challenging surgery even for Dr. Seelan. After working out who has been admitted to the hospital, you can just put 2 and 2 together, right? Yeah, Robo Oliver. We can build him, we can make him better, stronger. We had another visitor pull up in a black luxury car today. There was even more secrecy surrounding the visit than when Governor General Rufus came. I wonder who it is. Could it be Chancellor Osborne? I don't know. That would require Osborne to, like, have a heart, which he very literally doesn't, so... I'm just saying, you're not getting any sympathy for Osborne from me until he tells us what his fucking plan is. Like, and honestly, even if he does tell us his plan, and it's like, see, it's actually good the whole time, I'm still gonna be fucking pissed, because, like, why didn't you just explain it earlier and try and, like, win people to your side legitimately? At least make the token effort. Thank you for coming, Your Highness. I prepared a special room for you, so please try and rest for now. Thank you. I know my visiting must take a toll on everyone, so please don't worry about me. The waiting room will suit me fine. Cecile, Your Highness! How wonderful to see you all. The performance is quite something. Good job with Orcus Tower, too. See you made it back here, too, Cecile. It's an honor to make your acquaintance again, Your Highness. I hope you have a safe journey here. That I did. I just arrived a few hours ago. I hear there's been quite a commotion in Crossbell City. You heard correctly, but thanks to Arkansas, the situation is under control. Reed explained. I see, the Viscount too, then. I'm tremendously glad that everyone, including Prince Oliver, returned safely. Looks like Lloyd and the others are doing what they can for Sully. Come on, Cecile, what about me? You two, good work, Randy. Sounds like we have a lot of people to thank, not just Estelle, but everyone here too. You're too kind, really. Oh yeah, isn't it about time for His Majesty's operation? That's right, it looks like everything is ready. In 2 hours' time, he'll be going under general anesthetic and being prepared for heart surgery. I see. Instructor, we might want Princess Alphen and Prince Oliver here for this. Good call. We need to be careful, though. Your Highness, the Courageous 2 is on his way as we speak. If you wish, we can call them and have them send over the Prince and Princess. I think that would be best for His Majesty. Giving a patient courage for surgery is crucial, after all. I'll ask for Dr. Sealand's permission. Green and the others contacted the Courageous 2. Before long, they were joined by Prince Oliver, Princess Alphen, and a few other visitors. Father, we've come to see you. It's good to see you safe, Alphen. And Oliver, I never thought I'd see you again. It is indeed a marvel of Adios, or should I say a marvel of fate. Though I suppose it's now soon to be your turn at the crossroads, Father. Oliver, what the fuck? So it would seem. How is your left eye? The pain is beginning to subside, thankfully enough. Her devotion alone is as potent a salve as any. Her, you mean the woman you're always speaking of? That passionate soul you met in Liberl, I assume. I do hope you'll introduce me to her one day, for should we overcome the hardships set before us. Provided, of course, that she manages to see beyond your debauchery by then. Not to worry, I am my father's son, after all. Well said. I don't know. I mean, I feel like Oliver's not useless. Come on now, Oliver. Your Highness. In some time, Reen. Your students told me what had become of you, and I cannot express enough how happy it makes me to see you back with us. Thank you for your warm words. I'm glad to see you well too, Your Majesty. We've managed to bring things to light. The truth about Emperor Drycold, as well as the heavy burden shouldered by each emperor, one after another. See, you gaze into the reflecting pool. I have nothing more to tell you about the Chancellor, nor the Great Twilight. I trust that together your strength will overcome this, no matter the path you tread. Together with the Radiant Wings, that is. Of course, we won't let you down, Your Majesty. Yeah, just leave it all to us. You just focus on getting through the operation, okay? Hell, some numbnuts with a gun couldn't kill you. No way stupid surgery's gonna. I suppose you know better than anyone, Ash Carbide. I wish I've ever met the Emperor of Erebony up close like this. I had an audience with him back in the old Class 7. He hasn't keeping the whole Empire afloat, both on the surface and below the folds. Has he? Motherfuckers, I'm so goddamn. After the Emperor was left to rest before his operation, Bree and the Imperial family and everyone else made their goodbyes before exiting the VIP ward. Thank you, Oliver, Alphen, and Elise too. And all of you, Reen, Ash, words are not enough to express my gratitude. Whatever, Oh, come on, Ash, just be nice and accept the thanks for once. Moving on, now that the patient is under, the surgery should begin shortly. The moment of truth is upon us, but father being father, I imagine he'll pull through. I'm sure of it. I know that Adios will be watching over him. I promise I'll do whatever it takes to return your father to you happy and healthy. Celine, gather the staff for a final pre-surgery meeting. Also, I need some alcohol. I can't operate sober. Right away, Doctor. After that, Prince Oliver and the other visitors returned to the Courageous 2. And Reen's team decided to go to the Stella Sanctuary in the Wetland. No, we didn't. Not yet, anyway. I'm truly grateful for your help. I'm sure His Majesty is delighted too. I intend to stay by his side during the surgery. Hopefully, no, I'm sure that His Majesty will pull through. Please make sure to continue putting in your best efforts, no matter what it may be. Leave no regrets behind. I'll be praying to Adios for the Emperor to pull through. Okay, so we still gotta do like the main building? Oh wait, is the... Where's this lead? They don't have like a dormitory floor anymore, right? Alright, I asked you to come visit me yesterday. You got some real nerve showing your face today. My bad, but hey, I got one heck of a story to tell you. Think you can cut me some slack in exchange? Depends what kind of story. The Arkansas is holding a live rehearsal for a new show. I saw the whole thing on screen. So I did a real bang-up job as the lead. If that was just a rehearsal, I can't wait to see the real thing. Well, you're not just pulling my broken leg, are you? You know, Sully's like a granddaughter to me. Tell me everything. Is she? And then Sully started doing all these twirls. She jumped like 10 feet in the air. Shit was fucking cash, man. Full-on novice had taken her quite a bit of practice, no doubt. What happened next? And then Sully started doing all these twirls? Yeah, you already said that part. What happened next? Well, and then Sully was still twirling and... Jenny rushed all the way over here to give me this letter from Lynn. Let me read some of it to you. Dear Nina and Jenny, sorry for taking so long to write. I hear operation's coming up, Nina. It sounds scary, but I have faith you'll do just fine. I know in my heart that one day you'll become one of the greatest pianists who ever lived, no matter how long it takes. She's always so mushy, huh? And there's this other one I got from Radio Trista, too. Apparently Director Monk always reads my fan mail. Wow, gotta be the luckiest girl in the whole wide world. I've been so worried lately about surgery and playing piano, but you know what? I can do this. Now, why is this letter from Monk covered in red liquid? I don't know to thank her later. The seal came in earlier with a letter from Lynn addressed to me and Nina. Contains an apology for not writing till now, as well as an update on how she's doing. I'm just glad that she's doing well out there somewhere. Reading her letter should bring Nina's spirits up too. I need to thank Lynn for taking the time to write. I'm sure she's busier than I can imagine. By the way, do you feel like Saron's acting kind of strange over there? You talk about how nervous she is and how much her stomach hurts. You don't suppose she's gotten sick or something, do you? Everyone's busy getting ready for the big surgery, so I'm staying there for the head nurse until the operation is over. This is way too much responsibility for me. I know. Mephia's note. There's gotta be some tips in there somewhere. Let's see. What to do when you step in for the head nurse? Ron, open the notebook. Ask yourself, what would Cecile do? Okay, sounds easy enough. What would Cecile do? What would Cecile do? Hello there. I'm Cecile. My hobbies include obsessing over who my little brother's going to marry. That was pretty good. I've got this on lock. I think it's safe to say this is the wrong part of what Cecile would do. Cecile, is anything troubling you? Anything at all? Just leave it to me. Wow, it's like she's right here in front of me. This should be a total snap. Now watch out, General Ward. Here comes Cecile. Yeah, that's great. Cecile? Just to confirm the details once more. Patient is Emperor Eugent Race Honor III, male, 48 years old. Patient's ribcage was pierced by a bullet which shattered upon impact. Fragments of said bullet are currently lodged in his right atrium. Well, he's got a left one. You know, I mean, do you need both your atriums? We did all we could during the initial surgery for the gunshot, but it was just a stopgap treatment. At this point, he could go either way. Dr. Gailey, are you still willing to perform the procedure we discussed earlier? It was most likely the most difficult operation we've ever attempted, but I will be with you every step of the way. Make this procedure a success, no matter what it takes. This will be their final meeting for the operation. We shouldn't interrupt. Let's get out of here. Nah. As you can view the dead we've gathered, removing the shards and suturing the internal wounds will be the biggest challenge. Lamb and I'll be on standby in the event of... Nope, we are still interrupting. Okay, you all say the same thing. Right? Guess we should check. Because sometimes specific characters will have different dialogue, even if they're part of a larger group, if you talk to them. The art and science of getting all the NPC dialogue is an arcane one. Dr. Seelan's got one hell of an operation lined up ahead of her. People keep talking about how big a deal this one is. Guess it must be for that patient in the VIP ward, huh? Anyone can take on a world-class surgery like that. It's a world-class surgeon like her. These are roomy fairies, it turns out. People consider them Zemuria's leading nation in medical progress. No surprise there with all you hear about the doctor's feats of genius. My attending physician, Dr. Flora, seemed a little down lately, so I asked her what was up. Apparently her husband, Dr. Lighton, signed up to become a field medic. Doctors at St. Ursula are amazing. It's no surprise they end up recruited into the army. Still, having a loved one gamble their life for the Empire must be awful. Bandages surround the pot are way too tight. I'm more worried about lack of blood flow than stopping the hemorrhage now. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I really do think these need redoing. You finally found her? Do we have Machias with us? I think we do. I finally found you. Cargo, you stupid dumbass. Why didn't you get in touch with me? Don't you know how worried I've been? I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was gonna face you after I messed up so bad. When those monsters showed up in Heimdall and you told me to help get everyone out of Oz District, I was just frozen, and then some rebel fell on me and knocked me out. All the confusion I got mistaken for some rich guy's son and got sent to this hospital. What? I was gonna tell the doctors who I really was, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was just so scared because everyone you sent me to help probably got hurt or worse. You freaking moron! Everyone's fine thanks to you. They all got out safe. What? Seriously? You get yourself together already. They're gonna want to thank you. Patrick, I feel like such a wimp. I feel like I'm Magius. I've even got green hair. Ah! I'm so sorry. What have I been doing here all this time? Honestly, I'm just glad you're alright. I can't believe you ended up here of all places. Machias? When did you just get in here? Can't believe you were this close this whole time. Really dropped the ball on this one. Whatever. Now we just gotta focus on getting you better and getting out of here. How's tomorrow for you? What? There's no way! Your injuries are all pretty much healed up, aren't they? The rest is on your head. Come on, Cargo. Think positive. Patrick, I take things slow. Relieved to see Cargo's okay. I just hope Patrick's help doesn't hurt him too much. Same here. All things in moderation, right? That's what things I put up with. Well, I can't sit around whining about it. Gotta get him feeling better again somehow. Alright, let's get this rehab started. Give me 100 things that training sword. This isn't going to help. That's Patchy, alright. Just as off the wall as I remember. Gotta work hard on my rehab so she won't have to worry so much. My brother's in the army. I've been worrying myself sick about him since the day war was declared. All the stress got to me so bad it gave me a stomach ulcer. Think about it too much, my stomach will start hurting again. Oh, that's great. Prices are starting to store, so I stocked up on food about 2 weeks ago. Ended up going bad before I could eat it all, so frugal genius that I am, I tried cooking it out, and I think I might have pushed my luck a bit too far. Wow, there sure are a lot of you. Are you all here to visit someone? Whoever it is, it must feel pretty lucky to have so many people worrying about them. Speaking of visitors, this is absolutely gorgeous woman passed by just now. Let's say her crimson is definitely her color. I've only ever seen her in the news, but she looks an awful lot like, Looking for Dr. Flora, she's out at the moment. You might be seeing Dr. Lighton off over at Crossbell Station. It's so sad, they only just got married and now... Looking for Dr. Flora, she already left for Crossbell City. Sorry, I'm trying to talk to you. Seen a message from the Governor General's office. They plan to send the critically wounded over our way once the war begins. Mr. Gable has already suspected as much. I just didn't realize how right he really was. Now that the date of the war has been decided, we need to make sure we're ready for the conflict. Oh, I think I'm gonna throw up. I need to find a restroom. I've had a fever for days. I thought it'd clear up by itself, but the exact opposite happened. Didn't take as long as I thought it would take to get to the hospital. Those trains sure are fast and convenient. Comfortable to boot. Shush, we are in a hospital. At least if your father get better for you start up with this Michelin nonsense again. But I gotta make a wishy with Mishy. Look, I got a book about Mishy. Hey, can we go to Michelin? Can we? Please? Can I go to Michelin? Or Michiland? Waiting for the elevator. Your legs don't work so well when you get to my age. I'm in no hurry. You can go on before me. And, I mean, I guess we're done. Anybody in here? No? Yeah, we can't go to the dormitory anymore. Alrighty. Okay, let's go get our fishy Fisherson. Well, wait, didn't talk to you guys. Well, yeah, we did talk to you guys. Alright, let's go get a fishy for Mishy. You said it was is it this one? Just right here? Yeah.
This. There. Got a bite. Oh, it got away.
I don't want to talk about it.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
Oh my god, he's a freaking whopper, man.
Wow, this is a rare one.
Bro, Misha, check out this shit. Oh my god. This is the big one that Ken was sensing. We should let him know about this. See, that Crimson Mega Arowana. Flame Air Oja. You're getting better, Reen. No doubt about that. No matter what happens, it's all a good learning experience. Who knows, Reen, you may be able to take on the legendary Great Guardian one day. Like the Gate Guardian, but he's great. Enough of that now. I'll get the items ready for trade. Hope you catch something good. Okay, so that should be what, probably a red pendulum, I would guess? Or emblem? No, what are the things called?
You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
Passionate Rouge, yeah. I couldn't remember the name of the upgraded pendulums. That is our fourth, so...
Tight lines out there.
Yeah, I guess we're good to go. Other than our trial chest, which I'm just like, I'm pass. Yeah, let's change our party back. Brandon, do I really want Gaius? I feel like gameplay-wise, I definitely don't. But I feel like he fits better. I mean, really, like, gameplay, I probably won't use this the most, but... Anyone else have any connection to the... I mean, I guess, Ash, I mean, you fought the Star Ritter as part of New Class 7. I don't know, there's something there. Alright, I decided last video we'd bring Gaius, though, so I'm gonna stick to it. And,
How did it... I see! Good work, everyone! Now then...
Alrighty, well, I guess we can at least get over to the Sanctuary. Not the Shrine, obviously, they're completely different. Oh, it actually... Okay, I thought maybe after the Emperor thing you might have some new dialogue. You know, you said you guys came here to the Lake and Wetlands before, didn't you? Yeah, it's the first time we explored this side of the area. Last time it was guarded by the Imperial Defense Force. Looks like it's all clear now, though. New territory, huh? So we must be in a different spot than we were when they awakened the Auric Knight. Use that pillar of light as a guide. We should reach the sanctuary soon enough. Come, we don't have any time to waste. Alrighty, Doovie. Don't mind me, mister. Oh god, the Hypnotoad.
Treasure!
The legendary Hypnotoad. You don't make my screen flash, so you get to live? over time the monsters will evolutionary evolve to not make my screen flash. That way they all get to live and survive and kill travelers.
It's me.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Okay. You know, probably. I mean, I guess your defense is up, so it could be worse. Tiamat. Oh god.
Strike.
Gotcha. I'm up.
What all do we have here? SP and 4 cost is. I mean, speed. I don't know. I think I do kind of prefer a mega operation overall, just because it's cheaper cost.
Initiate Omega Operation. It's my turn. Down. Ha!
All right.
No one balances. Are you crazy, Reen? Are you trying to make me mad?
You can't escape.
Here I go.
Do we not believe in unbalances? Have we decided that that's some made up shit that we don't believe in around these parts?
Try this on for size. Crimson. They're off guard. An opening.
Don't vanish me, bro.
Eye for an eye.
You're vanished. You everything. I mean, yeah, I know you're like enhanced or whatever, but like.
Ouch! I
Nice.
appreciate it. Here I go. Take this. Very well.
Initiate.
My duty calls.
Yeah, we just want you to kind of go away.
Here I go. Hiya!
It's my turn. Roll. Healing strike. Now. Gotcha.
Okay, you're not gonna be able to break. Well,
Here I go.
maybe.
Not yet. Take this.
Watcha?
Wide
Have
open.
An opening.
we seen,
Very well.
you know, Randy Link finishes? I don't know.
Yeah. Strike.
Gotcha. Let's go.
Yeah, we may not be seeing any Link finishes at this rate.
Yeah. I'm up.
I don't know if we've seen Yuna either. Yeah, we'll try for Yuna.
Roll. Healing strike.
Okay.
I can't afford to lose.
I mean, I guess I can't be too mad about you doing a lot of damage, but
That's how it's done.
Whirlpool Slayer? Was that your S-Craft?
I need to keep getting better.
Now, is that like actually a new one?
Ah. This is near where we faced off against the SSS 2 years ago.
Is it?
Wait, really?
We didn't really fight you then.
Man, I remember that. It was back when we were looking for the bracers.
We didn't actually end up engaging in battle, however.
Yeah, it's like a random Chimera came up.
Now that I think about it, my lord was particularly taken with this area even back then.
That's kind of cool,
Maybe she
though.
already had an inkling of how this would all play out.
Yeah, I didn't like want it or nothing. Oh man, I forgot to go back and get my freaking Brave Seed from the chest. I've been gypped. Or my spirit incense? Oh fuck, man. We have to go back. We gotta go back to Orcus Tower, gang. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, though. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't. I mean, really, you probably should have fought Duvali and them then. Or I don't even. Duvali wasn't even there. I don't think it was just two of them, so, which you kind of have to assume was actually an S and an Aya. Granted, this was before they were like, you know, real characters.
Heads up, That one means business.
I mean, they had names in Azure, but they weren't
It
like...
appears we found some treasure.
Yeah, they weren't like real characters. You know what I mean, right? But yeah, then you just fight like a random
This looks like a
cryptid
good spot
instead,
to
which
cast.
is, you know, before the days of CS and its random magic nights, you had Azure
light.
and its random cryptids. You're
Nice.
like a little piece of garbage, you know that? And like, I don't know, I still think that section was kind of
I
weirdly
got it.
done in Azure. Like, it definitely should have been you fought the Star Ritter there, and then, instead of the random Chimera. Because it is kind of weird they have, like, you fight the Star Ritter, and it's, like, complete joke fights before Aryan Road, and it's like, I can't take these guys seriously. There should have been, like, you know, you fight, like, maybe 2 of them here in the Chimera section in Azure, and then you fight all 3 at the same time before you fight Aryan Road, instead of fighting them 1v1 or 4v1, and it's kind of anticlimactic. Okay. I didn't think we could go there, but I had to check. Here's the entrance to the sanctuary. Time getting there was tougher than I thought, was it? Let's get going, Doobly. We'll never be able to start all of this unless we head inside. I don't need you to tell me that. Let's move out. Right. Big rocks. This is the Stella Sanctuary. It's beautiful. But beautiful it is, there's still this tension in the air. Someone's waiting here for us. I wonder who it could be, Irene. I sense the aura of battle clear as day. I'm sure our opponents are also aware of the significance this place has held to our lord over these past 2.5 centuries. Oh? Well now, wouldn't want to let them down now, would we? Make no mistake, our opponents are proud warriors who will wipe the floor with us if we even let our guard down for so much as a second. Ready to engage at a moment's notice, and don't even think of holding back to save your strength for later. No matter what or who stands in our way, we shall cut them down and reach my lord hale and hearty. Yeah. Welcome with the unwavering conviction of the Star Ritter. Glad to have you with us. Enough of the motivational speech, let's get a move on. Alrighty. Well, we got a little time. We can make some progress. At least maybe get to our first mini-boss. Oh my god, I almost didn't even see you there. Dang old dancing maiden.
Let's fall. Keep moving.
I guess we actually should have kept hitting you for BP, because we can't get that via emblem. Yo, you gonna make my screen flash? Nope. Then you get to live. Oh, you motherfucker! Oh god! Reed! Reed, we are in danger. Okay, never mind. We are not in danger. You see, Mr. Knight, I am the danger.
Ready.
The stars here are absolutely beautiful, but also a little creepy.
Yeah, they're sparkling like gems, but the sky's being swallowed up by the fires of war.
They burn as sharp and bright as the determination in my lord's eyes.
Yeah, alright. Whatever you say, Dooley.
Don't let up. It's my turn. Now.
They're mine!
Here I go. Ha!
Here I go.
Randy?
We'd best I won't forget this.
Randy? What is your crit rate, by the way? Oh, because you're not set up right now, that's why. 'Cause I was like, shouldn't you have like a 80-something% crit? But yeah, we'll have to do all that before we do our first real fight.
Hey-ya! Got him. Don't let up.
Ha, now.
Gotcha.
I'm up.
A Crescent Knight. You ever look at your sword and think, bro, you think I'm evil? Think I might be a baddie?
Let's fall back. Keep moving.
I guess we'll go check the other path real quick. Don't mind me. Just keep dancing.
I found some treasure!
Black Panther armor. I guess you can have... Yeah, I think the strength is more important for you. Alrighty. Well, almost missed our... I wouldn't want to miss our Black Panther armor. I think they have Black Panthers in Zemuria? I mean, I guess. Who is it? It. That's bow lady. You're gun to my head. I couldn't tell you which one's which. I think you're a Ness, but you could be a Nea. I don't know. You're the one that's like kind of not like super annoying. Oh man, the freaking tanky lady's gonna be garbage. Because like the whole like I don't know she's always so weird in the fights. Now maybe she's gonna be a little bit different here, hopefully. But her whole shtick of like I just don't take damage and I only exist to make the fight last longer. That's gonna be even more obnoxious than like a solo fight. But I don't know. We'll learn how it plays out next time. In between videos, we'll set everyone up, get ready for the hopefully the Randy show to pop off, and then I don't know. We'll give you some stuff as well. Alrighty, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.